in our roots, it's a lab of material scientists. From the very beginning, it was folks that were really involved in advanced technical problems, largely related to aerospace, but in many other kinds of manufacturing. So the key thing that we developed that was different was the ability to take a water contact angle reading in the wild. So in a production environment, or again, an aircraft or an automated cell, being able to measure and estimate surface energy in a wide variety of formats in a very quick and easy way, a 2-second kind of reading that gives you high quality information. As Giles brought that back, and we brought that story out of the work we were doing with the Air Force quickly in kind of the community of material scientists, the product disseminated to over 450 companies around the world who use the technology in a wide range of verticals: aerospace, automotive, consumer products, medical devices, pharmaceuticals. It's remarkable when you start to see it, when you see all the ways that surfaces affect, virtually every type of manufacturing organization out there. And as a result, we have the opportunity to work with some of the great brands in the world, some of the most respected manufacturers and the organizations that are most committed to quality and continuous improvement. I would say because of this combination of our scientists and this measurement tool that our customers deploy, we've worked with hundreds of customers on thousands of problems, and we've learned some really important things. And certainly one of the things you're going to hear about today is the science of what happens on the surface. But the other thing we're going to bring into the conversation is that it's management practices and process control that really helps unlock the science, that just having that piece of knowledge in one corner of an organization, if it can't be executed all the way through the operation, it doesn't make a change. So what we've been able to do in this work, having a common language, which is water contact angle, common measurement, to be able to have these conversations, as we work closely with these customers over the past 10 years, what we've learned is that 90% of bond failures are due to a lack of surface readiness. And the roots of those are almost always in environmental circumstances and human choices. It's not that we didn't do the science well when we selected the materials or when we developed the process. It could be the case that we simply weren't aware of the subtlety of the surface. But what happens in production, what happens down the supply chain, is deviation from the controlled environment. So our solution is a technology that provides that common language, that common measurement. It allows it to be shared instantaneously up and down the supply chain or down the product life cycle, and allows then everyone from the folks who conceive of the product through the folks that design the product and create the process and deploy the capital and execute every day and come into the plant and do their work. It allows everybody to work together to consistently execute and to learn as organizations constantly strive to improve performance, be able to innovate while controlling that surface so that we don't introduce some of the large failures that we see when we look at these extremely large recalls or catastrophic failures or some very serious things that can occur if bonds fail.